I've got charts everywhere. It's kind of crazy. So let's see. I'm nowhere near where I want to be right now. Okay, there we go. There we go. We're cooking. So let me come back. There we go. There's the screen I'm looking for. Right, so here in demand on the Nasdaq futures, we've just come down. We slammed that demand level, quite a big drop. The Nasdaq was down 100 points, and we're pushing up nice and strong. So this is a 30-minute time frame right here. So this is going to have some work to do. You're going to come into these candles lows, and that support area there is going to be resistance, and it's going to get through there. It's going to get through there to really push up. Now, if we can push up from here, we can expect a big move up. So that's your Nasdaq futures. Let's come over. Yesterday, I posted on Facebook there the cup and handle formation. So here's your rounded bottom, right? Here's your V bottom, short V bottom retracement. Okay, so we had to break above this line right here. And we did that. And we've dropped back into the little area of demand here. But there's a kind of a little bit better area of demand coming through right in here. So this is kind of the line in the sand. We break this area here, we're going to have problems in the market. And I can pretty much tell you, we're not going to maintain any form of this uptrend going forward. So keep an eye on these markets. Now, with the Nasdaq futures, what we're going to be watching is the big tech stocks. Right? So that's it. We'll watch this area here. We'll see what takes place. Right? Big tech stocks have got to hold the current demand levels they're at. Big techs have got to hold the current demand levels they're at. So let's flip over. We're going to flip screens here, and we are going to come back. How do we do this? All right, we got some technical issues on Dale Sargent's part right here. Right, so where are my controls? Here we go. We got it. Okay, flipping screens. Let's come back in. We want to look at this screen right here. Okay, here we go. Let's maximize this. Not the one I wanted. I apologize for this, guys. Okay, big tech. Here we go. This is what we're looking for. Big tech. So first one we'll look at is Amazon. And the reason why Amazon is a controlling stock of the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq. So this is the little demand area that's coinciding with the Nasdaq futures as well as the Dow futures right now of the demand areas we just looked at in both those charts. Right. So here's Amazon pushed into this demand level, pushed out. Right. So we're coming back, we're retesting this. So a trade setup you can look at here would be the break above the high of these candles right here. Break above the high. You can look to get long on the day trade of Amazon. Obviously, right here is supply, right? And we had the sellers come in and sell off there this morning, right? So look for strength in this. Now you can go down. We're on a 30-minute time frame here, so you can drop this to a lower time frame. But let's go look at the other tech stocks here to see the same sort of picture. So another big controlling stock in the market is Microsoft. Right? So these are charts you've got to have up on your screen to do any type of investing because these are controlling the indexes. Right, so right here, here's your demand level on Microsoft. Right, so this is a trade that we got involved in back down in here in the 197, 198 area. Right, breaking above these candles highs. We did this on Monday live in the markets, 198. Right, up we go. So we had a great trade, 198 to 208 this morning, but now we've dropped. Right, so stop loss on this is at 203.50 below this demand area. So this demand needs to hold, and we need to push up. Okay, so if you look at Microsoft. It's still a great trade here, and there's nothing we can do because the chart's not giving us permission to do anything. Right now, On the 15-minute time frame, you can see buyer, buyer, buyer. How do we know that? By the long tails. By the long tails. Remember, candlesticks are the ratio of the supply and demand, the language of supply and demand. So again, if we break above 205.50, so let's go 205.60, you can look to get long Microsoft, and we've got this run all the way back to 208 as a day trade. As a day trade. Now we can drop this down to a smaller time frame, right, to see if we can get a better entry. And right now we can't. Right now there's nothing else we can do. We need to get above that 205.60 mark right there, and you can go long Microsoft here. So keep an eye on the futures market. So Dow has hit its demand level. It's holding and pushing back up slightly. So if that happens, you're going to have strength here to push north. Right. So that's Microsoft. There's a trade opportunity right there. If we look at Apple, Apple has the same trade opportunity right now. Okay, so demand level of Apple has pushed down. We've hit this. We've pushed back up. We're doing the same sort of thing, 30-minute time frame. Right, so you can come down to a smaller time frame and look at the exact same thing we did on Microsoft there to look for your entry. Right now, breaking above on the 30-minute time frame, 111. 111 is an entry point there. Your stop loss is going to come down here though, 109. Okay, now if we get a nice solid push of strength, and then you can move your stop onto this candle's low, because this is where buyers are proven, right, proven to be located at this point in time. Right, so that's your big tech, that's your Apple right there. Right, we got Facebook down the bottom here. Okay, so these are your controlling stocks of the S&P and the Nasdaq here. Facebook gap up and stayed up. There's accumulation taking here. Right, so Facebook's a little stronger than the rest because Facebook did not retrace down to its demand level here. Now look, Facebook downtrend, right, broke above this pivot high, okay, and then boom, up we go, and cannot drop. So there's a lot of strength in Facebook here, taking out this supply level here. Next area up the top, right, we've already hit, we've used up some of the sellers, so it's cleared the way to get all the way up into this pivot low here. So we can easily, first target on this, 262.20, 262.20, easily. Right, so 255 all the way up to 262.20. Nice transaction opportunity there coming into play. There is setups all over the place right now in this market. As long as these demand levels can hold, and these demand levels are solid demand levels in these markets. So this is looking like to be a great day in the markets. Right, and also it's going to pan out to if these areas can hold and follow through, a great week, because this is the point in the markets where we go from below resistance to above support. Right? It's a game-changing principle, game-changing turn of events right here. So if we look, let's come back to Microsoft. Here we go. Microsoft's got the breakout right here. Boom, breakout. That's happening. Right? So exciting stuff right there. Phenomenal little transaction. Right? You got to monitor these trades and make sure the strength keeps coming to the markets. Apple's looking good. Facebook's looking good. Let's take a look at Google real quick, and then we want to move over to a couple of the other stocks right here. Right, so here we go. Here's the Googs. Right, so down into this demand level here. Right, tail. What do you see? Buyers are coming in right here. Right, so pushing up. Let's just drop this to a 15-minute time frame for you. Let's take a look and see what we got. Right, nice, beautiful hammer candle. Right, so this is going to have another 3 minutes to finalize, and then you're going to be looking for a break above the 1447.50, and you got a trading opportunity on your hands now. But the problem, the downside of this is it's quite a large amount of risk with those long tails right there. Right, so again, enter on strength. Not the best opportunity because the amount of risk associated with this transaction, but there is a huge amount of upside potential. We've already come into this area of supply, used up some of those sell orders. We did get the gap down off that. Right? So next point of stopping would be coming right into here, 1485, 1446 to 1485. There's a great opportunity there, Right? So let's go look at some individual stocks. Now, guys, if you got questions, come on in, ask those questions. And if I can see them in the chat, work with me here. Let's trade together. Let's learn together. Let's become a community and make this happen. Right? So awesome opportunity. Right? So type your trades in. And let's trade together. So let's make this happen. We got YouTube here, we got Facebook going on here, we got Periscope going on here, part of Twitter. Right, so we're out there making this happen. All right, let's flip over. Let's go to the next set of charts right here. And we're going to take a look at, we want, which screen? We want this screen right here. Okay, here's where the magic's going to happen right now. Coming through, let's take a look. Let's take a look. So TSCO was a chart from 2 weeks ago, from the trade review report I put out from 2 weeks ago. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful retracement here on the weekly time frame. Right now we've just got a new weekly high. Woohoo! That's strength. That's strength. That is exactly what we're looking for. Now let's go from the weekly chart right all the way down. Now you can see here on the daily base, we're breaking out of that base. So this is a on a small time frame, 4 hour time frame, right? Downtrend, sideways, stage 1 trend, breaking out into stage 2. Now, the way we take this trade, we're too late on this right now, but on the 15-minute time frame, breakout, retracement back to demand. Your entry point would have been here, 141.50, and look at this, exploding to the upside, Now, here's a trade that I wanted to show you that we got in on Monday. Right, on Monday, and this is one of the longer term plays I said is heavily accumulated by institutions based on its fundamentals. And look at this rocket ship today. Right, so up, retrace down. So this is where we closed yesterday. We closed at $56 yesterday. Look at the 4 hour time frame right here. Gap up and exploding up. Now it's got this some selling, some profit taking coming in here, but this is set to absolutely explode and make this next move like this to the upside. This is a longer term play, right? So might be a $60 stock right now, but let's look for this to be an $80 stock in the somewhat near future. Right? If you look at the weekly time frame, huge move up, base sideways, break out of that base, and now we're looking for the continuation and follow through onto the upside. So great opportunity there, big winner this week for us. And just hold on to this guy. Look on the 15-minute time frame, you got an opportunity right here on the 15. Big move up, retracement. Okay, there's your doji candle. Okay, now look, break above 59.12. Break above 59.12. There's a trade. Stop loss just below this low right here. Okay, 58.65. And so just remember, hey, there's risk in all transactions. What I'm presenting to you are high probability trades, does not guarantee they're going to make money. And I'll give you one guarantee in trading. You're going to have losses. I guarantee you're going to have losses. Okay. But we got minimal risk right here and massive upside potential. So this stock is absolutely rocking here. Right? If you look on the 60-minute time frame here, we are in a supply area, and that's what's giving it some sideways movement here. We break that supply, this stock is going to run. Right? Institutions are going to battle each other trying to accumulate this stock, make this happen. So that's an opportunity right there. Boom, enter 59.21. There's your entry point right there. You can take that trade. If you're not live in this session with me right now, you are missing out. IPHI, let's do this. Okay, we got a request in the chat right there. IPHI. Should have my list here. I do not. Let's add it in. IPHI. Yeah, here we go. IPHI, beautiful retracement on the weekly time frame down into weekly demand. Right, weekly demand is proven. We are pushing up. Okay, so on the daily time frame, drop, base, drop, right, base. We're looking for the breakout. We got the breakout there yesterday. We've now got a retracement. So we've got an opportunity here with the retracement. Come down the 4 hour time frame. This wick over tail is going to be a demand area on a lower time frame. So we go from the 4 hour, we drop down to the 60-minute time frame here. Let's blow this up so you guys can see it a little better. Okay. On this 60-minute time frame, we have a phenomenal opportunity right here. Okay, so we can look at the top of the wick. There's several different ways you can draw in demand zones. Okay, so you can come in right here. The low of the demand area is right in here. So that's your demand zone right there. We've come in, we've hit the demand zone, we're pushing to the upside. Right? This is exactly what this should be doing, coinciding with the futures markets. So Nasdaq is pushing up the demand level. The Dow is pushing up that demand level beautifully. So look for the big breakouts on these indexes and these markets as long as we get the follow through. And we've got great probability for that to take place right now. Right? So that's IPHI. Let's go down the smaller time frame on this. Right? we're going to come down. We'll get the 15-minute chart up here. And on the 15, it's giving us an opportunity. We've got huge move to the downside, base right here, breaking above, right, the wick of a wick here. Right? I mean, you could already be in this trade breaking above this candle's high, but you could also take it breaking above this high right here. Now, the one downside of this, right, is because this is such a large area of a base, is your stop loss is going to come all the way down here. Right? We've got to be under where those proven buyers are. So break above this candle's high. Right? You can look for the entry above 108.61, right? And then the stop loss is going to come all the way down here. Now, here's the thing: if we can get the breakout and a solid follow through, and we can, because look, there's all the sellers are being taken out of the market by this massive big red candle here. That is phenomenal. Right? So boom, you can be taking that trade right now. You can take that trade right now, enter that transaction. Right? Stop loss is going to come down here. Now, if we can get a big solid move to the upside, right, off this candle, you can then move your stop loss up under this candle's low, right, and minimize some of that risk exposure. Okay, but you've got to get that solid move to the upside. Right now, when we look right here is going to have a little bit of a problem progressing. Right, so set expectations, break out, come into the pivot low of this candle here, and expect a pullback. Expect the pullback. Now, if it breaks and flies through this, no problem at all. But because you've got this price action right here, okay, as well as this candle right here, right, and this is coming, look, resistance, support all the way back over here. You've got to have that correct expectation so this doesn't breed fear into your trading. Right? So what do we mean by that? Comes up here and it starts to pull back, people get scared and they panic, and they'll close the trade down for a loss. When the opportunity is, right, is the probability, it can run. It can really, really run from here. And now they're not in the trade and they're locked in a loss. So setting the right expectations for your psychological control, emotional control in the markets is very, very, very important. Up into the low, right? Expect the retracement, and then, okay, we should push to the upside. So you got to keep an eye on all these major markets. Okay? We've got the higher candles highs on 30-minute time frames across the board on all the big techs, except for Facebook. And Facebook never had the retracement. Right? Now what we're looking for is this to hold. Right? We're looking for this to hold. Okay, so great opportunity here. We've got to get the strength into the market. Right? We've got to get the strength in the market. So that's IPHI. There's an opportunity there. Okay, only downside of this right now is the amount of risk that you have to take. Okay, in relation to coming back in here should be your first area target just below 109. So 109.75 would be a great area first target right there. Okay, so appreciate that, Tim. Thanks for posting the question in there. Take a look at IPHI. Any of you guys have got more requests out there, even come on this video, and if you're watching the recording of this, come in, put your request on the comments of these, and I'll do it the next day for you. So we're coming live out of the trading room with Trader Boyz right here. So this is going to be kind of an insight to what we do inside that trading room and how we assist in traders community and help our traders come through. You're very welcome there, Tim. So to improve and get better together. You know, trading as a community is always going to be better than trading as a solo investor in the markets here. You want to beat the institutions, let's do it together. Right? Now, the stock that kind of gave us a hard time on the markets today was Tesla. So Tesla's still having a bit of a problem. Some big winners out there today is Zoom. ZM has just been an absolute rocket ship. One of my mentor students is just absolutely killing it on this stock right here. Not only has he got the short right through here, he's picked up several long positions on this, and it's just been serving him very, very well. Now look at this stock, man. From 350 right, to 530 today in, just 1, 2, 3, 4 in a month. Right, rocket ship. Another big one on the markets today. Lulu's doing exceptional, and you can see right here there was supply. Okay, we came up. This is a 4-hour time frame. Right in that supply, we've gapped above it. Right, we've now come down. We've got a base. Right, so if these markets can follow through here, there's another transaction for you. Looking on the breakout here. Now at $322 stock, you've got to expect this as risk. But if we can break out here, there's another long opportunity. Stop loss goes below the base right there. And you're looking at a stock that's coming through, and now buyers are in control and above and just taking out the sellers right here at the supply area. Right? So look, the gap's got to get filled. This gap's got to get filled at some point, and that could be sometime soon. So there's another opportunity if this market can follow through. Right now, if you want to kind of segue into this market, just in case it does drop and continue and take out these demand levels, because that's a game changer if that happens. Take on small positions, right? And then when you get to small position, if we break to the upside, right, we come in, we get the retracement, add to the position on retracement. So now you're not coming in, and if this market does reverse on us, right, you're taking on full losses, right? Segue in. So if you've got the skill set to do that, you got the time to be in front of the markets, right, that is a great strategy to come into the markets and minimize losses if this market cannot hold up, right? But you'll increase your gains and potentials on strength of the market. So you've got to let the markets tell you what to do. This is the most important thing you can stress. You've got to let the markets tell you what to do, but you've got to have the skill set to understand how the markets tell you what to do, right? And this is the point of the Trader Boyz trading room. Right? Get involved, make it happen. LRCX is another one that's doing well. It's only up 2% today, but another one's just kind of broken out of its base and doing its thing here. So big moves to the upside. Now it stayed strong. You see on the 4-hour time frame, it's still right near the high of the day, right? So it's got relative strength to the indexes here. It's stronger than the market where the markets are retraced. LRCX has not. So LRCX up. So we got a high, we got a base. Right? Another one you can be looking for a breakout that's stronger than the markets. Right? Now, one thing we're going to look at here is we filled the gap. We filled the gap on LRCX. So that's going to have some resistance here. But if we can get that breakout, this thing can run. Right? This thing can run. So we're starting to get holding above the demand levels. We're starting to get a turn on the big tech stocks. Right? So we're maintaining strength at this point in time. Right? Great opportunities coming into play here in the markets. Okay. Dale Sucker, Trader Boyz. Hey, you want to get involved in the live trading room? Hey, it's going to cost you next to nothing in comparison. Go to traderboyz.com. Come over here, plans and pricing. Second one down, trading room, $69 a month. $69 a month. If you look at some of the transactions that we've posted in just the last 3 days, what is $69 a month to you? Next to nothing, even if you're trading 10 shares. Even if you're trading 10 shares, you have a small account right now, you're trading 10 shares in stocks, right? That $69 a month is absolutely nothing. And this is a stock that we posted on Monday to get involved in. And look at that, 56, we're trading at 58. It's already up $2. Right? That's way more than your $68 a month. Dale Sucker, Trader Boyz, you guys have a great day. Remember, post some comments on any of the feeds we're looking at. Go on YouTube, subscribe on YouTube, hit the bell, get the notifications. So anytime we go on live, you're going to be right there with us. Come on Facebook, at traderboyz.com on Facebook, as well as Instagram. We're everywhere. Follow, subscribe, get involved, and get profitable in the markets. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.